things change, right? That's where a little bit of play in all of these is, you know, really good, right? But we've got to get down just the basic technique as well. So from here, we were talking about, right, where am I going from here, right? I've hit him, all of that good stuff. Break, take. Now, maybe you feel more comfortable having that gun in your right hand, right? And you're transitioning, but I want you guys working on is that citizen defender, right, range here. I'm in 3, right? 2, thank you. I've been reversing a lot. I couldn't say control yesterday. Had a real hard time with the word control in there. That from here, right, if he's staying there, that's great. Maybe now he just up, but now I need to work that flow. Like we said a couple months ago, let's try to come up with a good zone to think tap and rack and not thinking tap and rack right here. Right? I would rather, all right, figure out that I had that gun secure and I'm moving away and it's not firing. Right? Maybe right here, pop, and you know that this thing's not functioning. All right, that might just change your whole out of there, right? And I just might transition and be thinking that's a cold weapon now, right? That I might not even have the time to tap and rack. So lots of things for you guys to consider, including, right? Boom. I know, can I get up that and get on the trigger faster here? Right? If I'm justified. Right? How am I transitioning to my firearm with that gun in my left hand versus the right? You know, we glossed over it today, but you know, the lesson where we put out that I talk about it a little bit more extensively of transitioning when you're on the right side and the gun's in your right hand and how you're doing that. Questions? So the biggest thing in Bill's and I conversation on all of this, and we'll just fast forward to this part, right? Just get proficient at what you're going to do. Are you transferring over to your right side because that's, all right, feels more comfortable to you, or do you feel really comfortable here? And as Bill just know, it's so different. That's why working lefty and that little guy going where it needs to go. Because it is totally different. And it might be on the trigger when it's not supposed to be. Or it might not be on the trigger when it wants to be. Right? So you got to kind of work that left hand, right hand stuff and be proficient, lefty and righty. But get proficient at one side, so at least you have a good side and you don't have 2 bad sides. So, you know, I'm telling you to get proficient, but, you know, make sure you have a good side. You know, you got to spend the time just getting good at that and then not ignoring the weak side or the probability that I might not be able to go there, right, in a fight. Questions? All right, 1, 2, and 2. Play with that.